Cahokia, the forgotten ancient civilization of North America. Close your eyes and picture an ancient civilization. Maybe you imagine the Maya, the Aztecs, or the Egyptians. But what if I told you that one of the greatest cities in history was built right here, in North America? Cahokia, a city that thrived between 1050 and 1350 AD, was home to a highly sophisticated indigenous society, yet few know its name today. Why is this so? Why has one of history's most advanced civilizations been forgotten? And what can Cahokia tell us about the people who lived in North America long before European contact? Over 1,000 years ago, in the heart of what is now the state of Illinois in the United States, a thriving metropolis larger than London at the time stood tall, boasting enormous pyramidal mounds, advanced urban planning, and a mysterious spiritual culture. Yet despite its grandeur, Cahokia has been almost entirely erased from mainstream history. Today, almost no one knows its name. Who were the people of Cahokia? How did they rise to such power, and why did they vanish without a trace? Stay with me as we uncover a lost civilization that rewrote North American history, but was almost erased from it. Yes, indeed. Over 1,000 years ago, this advanced civilization flourished in North America, long before Columbus set foot in the New World. The city of Cahokia, Illinois, was home to over 20,000 people at its peak, making it the largest pre-Columbian settlement north of Mexico. But who were the Mississippians that built this powerful city? How did they construct their massive pyramidal mounds, develop complex societies, and mysteriously disappear? Cahokia thrived between 600 and 1400 CE, and as previously stated, reached its peak around 1050 to 1250 CE. It sprawled across 6 square miles near modern-day St. Louis, Missouri, but its influence stretched far beyond its immediate borders. The city was strategically located along the Mississippi River, a major trade artery that connected Cahokia to distant regions, from the Great Lakes in the north to the Gulf of Mexico in the south. Artifacts found in Cahokia suggest trade routes extended as far west as the Rocky Mountains and as far east as the Appalachian foothills. Its most famous landmark, Monk's Mound, is an earthen pyramid rising nearly 100 feet high and covering 14 acres. It remains the largest prehistoric earthen structure in the Americas. But this was just one of over 120 mounds that once dotted the landscape, each serving a distinct purpose. The people of Cahokia belonged to the Mississippian culture, a highly advanced civilization known for its monumental architecture, social complexity, and wide-ranging influence. They were not a single tribe, but rather a diverse and dynamic society, possibly speaking Siouan languages, related to later groups like the Osage and Omaha. Cahokians weren't just hunters and gatherers. They were master builders, farmers, traders, and spiritual leaders. Their society was hierarchical, ruled by a powerful elite who likely held both political and religious authority. The city's central plaza, larger than 35 football fields, was a gathering place for ceremonies, trade, and social events. But perhaps the most fascinating aspect of Cahokian life was their ability to support such a large population through intensive agriculture and an elaborate trade network. At the heart of Cahokia's success was its agricultural revolution. The city relied heavily on maize, corn farming, supplemented by squash, beans, sunflowers, and amaranth. These staple crops provided a stable food supply, allowing the population to grow rapidly. Cahokia's farmers utilized raised fields, irrigation ditches, and crop rotation techniques to prevent soil depletion. This level of agricultural sophistication suggests a deep understanding of environmental management. Additionally, Cahokians domesticated turkeys and occasionally dogs for food and possibly religious sacrifice. They also foraged for nuts, berries, and hunted deer, fish, and even bison to supplement their diet. With a surplus of food, Cahokia became a hub for economic exchange, drawing traders from thousands of miles away. Cahokia was the economic powerhouse of the Mississippian world. Archaeologists have uncovered exotic artifacts from distant lands such as copper from the Great Lakes, shells from the Gulf of Mexico, obsidian from the Rocky Mountains, mica from the Appalachian region, ceramics and textiles from the Southwest. These items weren't just luxury goods. They played crucial roles in ceremonial and political life. Some were crafted into ritual objects, jewelry, and weapons. Trade at Cahokia wasn't just about material wealth. It was about prestige and alliances. Leaders likely used exotic goods to strengthen social hierarchies and maintain control over the people. Cahokia was a highly stratified society, divided into ruling elites, commoners, and possibly enslaved individuals. At the top was a paramount chief, believed to have both political and religious authority. This leader likely lived atop Monk's Mound, overseeing ceremonies, trade negotiations, and governance. Below the ruling elite were skilled artisans, traders, farmers, and laborers. The Cahokians also had a warrior class, as evidenced by fortified walls and palisades surrounding parts of the city. Cahokia's spiritual beliefs revolved around the sun, cycles of nature, and ancestor worship. At the heart of their religious life was Woodhenge, a massive circular arrangement of wooden posts that functioned as a solar calendar. It helped mark the changing seasons, solstices, and equinoxes, playing a crucial role in agricultural and ceremonial planning. One of the most chilling discoveries in Cahokia is Mound 72, a mass burial site containing over 250 human remains, many of whom were young women who had been sacrificed. These sacrifices may have been ritual offerings to appease the gods or accompany elite figures in the afterlife. Such large-scale sacrifices suggest that Cahokia had a deeply religious theocratic society where leaders held divine power and controlled both life and death. Cahokia's legacy is vast and deeply influential. It represents the height of pre-Columbian civilization in North America, showcasing advanced urban planning, agriculture, trade, and social hierarchy. The city's impact can still be seen today in the cultural traditions of many Native American tribes, particularly those of the Mississippian culture. Its contributions and achievements include 1. Urban development and monumental architecture. Cahokia demonstrated sophisticated city planning, with its large earthen mounds, central plazas, and a solar calendar, Woodhenge, rivaling cities worldwide. 2. Complex trade networks. The city's vast trade routes connected regions from the Great Lakes to the Gulf of Mexico, influencing commerce and cultural exchange. 3. Advanced agricultural techniques. Their farming methods, including maize cultivation, crop rotation, and irrigation, set the foundation for sustainable agriculture in North America. 4. Religious and ceremonial influence. Cahokia's spiritual practices, including human sacrifice and solar alignment rituals, provide insights into the religious beliefs of early Native American societies. 5. Environmental cautionary tale. The decline of Cahokia due to resource depletion, climate change, and possible social unrest serves as a warning about unsustainable development. 6. Recognition and preservation. Cahokia Mounds is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, yet it remains relatively unknown in mainstream history, highlighting the need to acknowledge indigenous achievements. Despite its grandeur, Cahokia mysteriously declined and was abandoned by 1400 CE. But why? Scholars propose several theories. 1. Climate change and flooding. Evidence suggests Cahokia suffered from major droughts and floods, which could have disrupted agriculture and triggered food shortages. 2. Deforestation and resource depletion. The construction of massive mounds and buildings required extensive wood harvesting, leading to soil erosion and deforestation. 3. Political instability and civil unrest. With a growing population came inequality and social tensions. Evidence of burned structures suggests potential revolts or conflicts. 4. Warfare and external threats. Some theories suggest Cahokia faced attacks from neighboring tribes, which could have contributed to its decline. 5. Epidemic diseases. With its vast trade networks, Cahokia may have been exposed to foreign diseases, leading to population decline. Regardless of the exact cause, Cahokia was abandoned long before European contact, leaving behind only its mounds and mysteries. Ultimately, Cahokia challenges traditional narratives of early North America, proving that advanced civilizations thrived long before European contact. Today, Cahokia remains one of the greatest archaeological sites in North America, offering a glimpse into a lost civilization. Its influence can still be seen in the traditions of modern Native American tribes, yet its story is often overlooked in mainstream history. The question remains, why did we forget about Cahokia? Was it erased due to Eurocentric narratives? Was it ignored because it challenges the idea that North America was an untamed wilderness before European arrival? One thing is certain, Cahokia was one of the greatest civilizations of ancient America, and its mysteries are only beginning to be uncovered. This channel is all about exploring fascinating history like this. If you're interested in discovering more, go ahead and click subscribe. It's free, and it helps you stay updated on all our latest videos.